प्राचीन साधनाको अभ्यास फालुन दाफालाई भारतका विभिन्न प्रान्तहरूमा पनि प्रसिद्ध बनाउने वा यसबारे जानकारी गराउने उद्देश्यले क्रिसले हाल दार्जिलिङका विभिन्न स्कुलहरूमा गएर यसको प्रशिक्षण प्रदान गर्ने काम गरिरहेकी छन्। क्रिस विगत 32 वर्षदेखि उत्तर प्रदेशमा बस्दै आइरहेकी छन् अनि उनले त्यस क्षेत्रमा फालुन दाफाको प्रशिक्षण गराएकी थिइन्। फालुन दाफा भगवान बुद्धको विचारधारामाथि आधारित एक प्राचीन साधनाको अभ्यास हो, जुन अभ्यासबाट मानिसहरूले स्वास्थ्य लाभ गर्न सक्छन् भन्ने क्रिसको मत छ। यसै साधनाको अभ्यास उनले सोनादा, दिलाराम, खरसाङका विभिन्न स्कुलहरूमा गराएको उनले जानकारी गराएकी छन्।
Yeah, my name is Chris, in short, Chris. I live actually in Uttar Pradesh, near Varanasi in Sarnath since the past 32 years. And usually in the summer and rainy season, I venture out to other parts of India. It has been mostly Ladakh and also northeastern part, and I'm actually the first time in this part of India. Since around 5-6 weeks I'm here. And I'm involved with a practice, it is called Falun Dafa or Falun Gong. It's a spiritual practice of 5 exercises, 4 standing and 1 sitting. And it is open for everybody, everywhere, irrespective of religion and culture and social background. So Falun Dafa is practiced since 22 years in India. And it was first introduced to the public on 13 May 1992 in the northeastern part of China, and at the moment it's practiced in more than 100 countries. Like I mentioned, it's a universal practice, a spiritual practice. There is no membership involved, no money, no donation. Usually we practice in the parks and people can come and go as they feel. And India is actually the only country where we have introduced it to so many schools. So since I'm in this area, I have been in various schools in Sonada, in Dilaram, in Kursong and around Darjeeling. And when we go to schools, we do the 5 exercises, and especially we stress the 3 universal principles of truthfulness, compassion and tolerance. You can say ethical values. So we stress this, and then we do the 5 exercises, and these exercises, they're very good not only for the physical health, but also you can say for the emotional or mental health. And they're very good also to get rid of like bad habits. And yes.
Where have you been going around in the Darjeeling hills? Where are you? Which places have you visited?
Well, my first school was in Dilaram, and the second school was in Kursong. The third one was in Sonada. I used at that time to live in that area, and now today I have been in one school, arcade school, and also I've been in other schools also around in Darjeeling.
How have the schools responded to this exercises?
Usually the response is very good, and the children mostly they just love it. But the stress is not on the exercise. The stress of Falun Dafa is on truthfulness, compassion and tolerance, which we call cultivating oneself by becoming a better human being, by trying to remembering and practicing truthfulness, compassion and tolerance. That's really the emphasis of the session. And by the way, then we are also doing the exercises. The exercises are called cultivation. The exercises are called practice, and the cultivation part is related to truthfulness, compassion and tolerance, becoming a better human being.
Where has Falun Dafa had its origin? Where does it
The origin is in the northeastern part of China. 13 May 1992, it was first made public. And the origin is very old, maybe thousands of years old. We don't know exactly, because before it was more passed down from master to disciple, and it might have been a more secretive practice, a very rigorous practice. But what we know that on 13 May 1992, it was made public for anybody who's interested in the northeastern part of China, and then gradually it spread all over the world. At the moment it's practiced in more than 100 countries, which have total different cultures and religion and people.
Is this similar to the yoga that we do in India?
I wouldn't say it's similar. Yoga is yoga, Falun Dafa is Falun Dafa. It's a different practice, you can say.
How do you differentiate Falun Dafa and yoga?
The exercises are different. In Falun Dafa we have 5 exercises. They seem very simple, but they're very, very profound. There are 5 exercises, and like I said, the stress is not on the exercise, it's not on the physical health. The stress is really on truthfulness, compassion and tolerance to become a better, more harmonious, more peaceful human being. That's the most important thing.
It seems that Falun Dafa has been persecuted in China now, where it had its origin in 1992. It seems you have a pamphlet out here saying that it has been those who are practicing Falun Dafa, they are being persecuted, right? And now China, I don't think, is following this Falun Dafa. Why is this so?
Well, Falun Dafa started in China and it was extremely popular. Within 7 years, there were 70 to 100 million people practicing from all over China. Very, very highly educated people high up in the government, in the military, in the police, in their uniform, they used to practice. And maybe you know, China is run by the Communist Party. It's very different from the setup in India. And first, the Communist Party, they really liked Falun Dafa because it saved them a lot of money because people got healthy. They didn't need to go to the hospital, and many people left their bad habits like gambling, drinking, fighting in the family. So they really supported it. But when Falun Dafa became more and more popular, and people, like I said, high up in the government, they're highly educated people, farmers, people of all backgrounds and ages, when they practice and they found out that more people practice in China than members in the Communist Party, then the Communist Party did not like that. And then they started the persecution, and the whole persecution is totally illegal. It's against the own Chinese law, against the own constitution, which gives people freedom of belief, freedom of assembly. And Falun Dafa is strictly not political. There is no name, no fame, no money involved, no political aim is there. But if we are persecuted and the government makes so many lies, about the people and kills them, torture them, take their organs, the basic human right is to speak out. So many times we speak out about that.
Is this Falun Dafa exercises similar to, like, say, meditation in Buddhism?
There are actually many different types of meditation in the world, whether you relate them to yoga, to Buddhism, to different schools. So Falun Dafa also has a meditation exercise, the sitting meditation, and also the standing one is also sometimes like a standing meditation or a meditation in movement, but the exercise is again different. Like Buddhism has many forms of meditation, yoga has many forms, Falun Dafa has its own form of meditation, you can say.
Why is Falun Dafa, why do you want to spread this Falun Dafa in the Darjeeling Hills? Why do you think is it relevant? Why is it relevant in India as well as in the hills?
Actually, we spread it all over India, and it's just for awareness, nothing else. We have no other motives. Because we have been in so many schools in India and the responses have been overwhelming. From infant section, nursery up to 12th class, and also colleges, university, police academy, we went into jails, corporates, many different places. And it's just awareness, Falun Dafa is in the world, Falun Dafa is practiced in India since 22 years by people from all different backgrounds, religious and cultural background. And that's all. We don't want anything from anybody as such.
Now, are you affiliated to an organization? Does Falun Dafa have an organization?
Falun Dafa is the name of the practice.
It's a practice, but obviously there has to be an establishment. When you're spreading this message or you're spreading this thing, there has to be an establishment. As an individual, how do you How do you see yourself spreading
Falun
this?
Dafa or Falun Gong, it has two names for the same practice. It's the name of a practice. But in India, for legal purposes, sometimes we have very big events in India and as well as international events.
Who organizes?
We have a Falun Dafa Association of India.
Okay.
So that is a legally registered body, a Falun Dafa Association of India.
Where is it based?
It is based, the president at the moment is in Kolkata. Originally it was registered in Mumbai. It is still registered in Mumbai. The president is in Kolkata. And there are few Indians from various backgrounds who are the members of this association. And I'm a practitioner. We call ourselves practitioner when we feel Falun Dafa is our path. You know, I'm just a practitioner. But many times when I go to schools or certain government offices, then I do present a letter of the Falun Dafa Association of India, like an introduction.